wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option, usual unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
What up, though, you little hyenas? Hey, y'all. Come on up in this mode. Who up in this mode? Hey, Miss Bridget J914. First one up in the building is, hey, it's Karma Girl. Cookie want to say hi to y'all mofos. Say, hey, y'all mofos. Just speak, Cookie. Don't be looking at me. Do Cookie look like an Easter egg? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Get over there. Hey, Taurus Girl. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Magichi. How you doing? Hey, S.Y. Just a girl from Jersey trying to be more, period. Hey, Dominique. Hey, Sweet Essence. Hey, Mary Langley. Hey, Just Mary. Hey, Fly Girl Speaks, period. Is that a channel? If you got a channel, you can put your link in the chat. I don't care. Hey, Nene Love. Hey, Cut and Paste T-shirt, child. Thank you. A little poop for whatnot. A little razzle dazzle from Ash Mary. Hey, Sweet Essence. Hey, Paulette. How you doing, child? Hey, Miss Peggy. Hey, Miss Mary White. How y'all doing up in here? Come on in, because we about to get started. I'm going to give y'all about an hour today. We got some more some more shit than dropped today in the case with the disgraced lawyer. Okay. But today that it just like literally dropped like maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. But and it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot. So we gonna I got a little agenda today that we gonna go through. Hop in, hop off. I want to show some comparisons today. So I'm gonna show y'all court documents with the y'all know that we're going through the disgraced lawyers court cases that she's on that's all through fucking YouTube. Okay. So we're gonna go through these things and look at some of the comparisons that are on both of these lawsuits. One, she's the defendant, and one that she is the plaintiff. Okay. I've had my suspicions that something is going on with that case in Alabama with her on there. And I'm gonna talk about that today too. I'm gonna show y'all some of the similarities to it. We're gonna talk about the attorney that's on that case. Okay. This attorney that is supposed to be this high-powered attorney. Hey, Apple Peach. Hey, Miss Kathleen. Who else up in this mall that I catch? Hey, Apple T. Hey, sis. Hey, Miss Peggy. Hey, Jordania Cook. Is that how you pronounce your name? I hope I pronounce it right. Hey, it's Stu. How you doing? How you and the family doing? We're still praying for you, okay? Stay in the bushes. You ain't got to make sure you take care of the family, baby. Make sure y'all we keep Stu uplifted in prayer as well. She lost one of her family members last week that she took care of. Hey, Miss Callie. Hey, Mickey Vicky. Hey, Sabrina Williams. How you doing? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about this $20K high price attorney. And look at some of the stuff that she's been into. Let's see what's going on. Like, what's the hype with her? We're gonna look at some of the stuff with her. Hey, Oppressed Women's Network. Hey, Tawana. I didn't watch the new Love After Lockup, Dominique. I still got to do the review for episodes 3 and 4, right? I still got to do my 3 and 4. Hey, baby Peaches. Hey, Janice. I'm behind. I 3 wasn't much, but 4 was okay. So I got to get that one in there. And I got to get those 2. I'm going to put them 2 together. And then I'll watch 5, the episode that came on Friday. And I got to watch Housewives too. I did watch Kenya's confessional as well. Hey, I Am Diva. Okay. Hey, Miss Janice. My eyes itching so bad. Yes. Oh, is it a hot ghetto mess? See, the last one I seen was when what's his name? Julius. He reminded me of Harry. And I gotta see when, because he was going to see Ashley. And she was Julius. I was like, child, Ashley is a mess, okay? So I gotta watch that. And poor Alexis, I feel so bad for her, but she was getting it with him. My man, okay? Hey, oh my God. Hello, Sweet Essence. Hey, Mocha Pam. Hello, Simply Messy. Hello, Indigo Girl. Hey, Regina. Period. Okay. So yeah, I gotta watch the one that came on Friday, but I have been watching it still. You going to die when you What's the new couple on there? What's the guy name? I don't remember the guy, the new couple. What's the new couple on there, Dominique? The really tall white guy and that girl. I gotta look. I gotta talk about them because I never talked about them, but I think they're gonna be all right. I think that girl kind of like him a little bit. And he looks nerdy and corny, but he has a lot of personality to me. I don't think he's gonna be one of the ones like Chaz and that the girl just dip off on, don't give him no cat, no nothing. He had the everything ready for her. The butt plug, everything, child. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Miss Mary Unfiltered. Y'all coming on in this mo, huh? Come on in. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Miss Love Key. How you doing? Y'all get in here because we about to get into these documents. We're gonna, what I say we're gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about the attorney. Then I'm gonna show y'all the court documents. I'm gonna show y'all Own's last motion. And then I'm gonna show y'all one of the responses from the drop the mic attorney that's not really drop the mic lady, the one with the false identity. I'm gonna show y'all the response from her attorney today that is so similar to what Own was saying in their motion to dismiss. Okay, and then we're gonna talk about hey Aja and Love Me. We're gonna talk about I hope our legal eagles in here because I want y'all to see like Own's last motion so that y'all can see, for one, how sarcastic they asses is in there. But I want y'all to see their request. And if their request was really to drop the whole suit, dismiss the whole countersuit, because y'all know that they 3 times they requested for them to be dismissed off of the case, and the judge granted it all 3 times, and all 3 times the other lawyer, the Karen Humphreys lawyer, had filed alleged Karen Humphreys had filed an amended complaint. Cuckoo. Okay. So yeah. So before we start, y'all look, I'm still being harassed. Look at this. I went to Family Dollar this weekend, but I want y'all to see this. Y'all see I received some paperwork in the mail today. Let me cover my name up. I don't want to touch it because I don't know what the fuck this bitch got going on. Y'all see here? Y'all see who that's from? Why the fuck are you mailing me anything when all the documents are electronic? Can y'all see this? I'm not touching this shit because I don't know what this bitch got on here, and I'm not opening. You see this? This is weird. Why the fuck are you sending me any damn thing when the damn all the documents are electronic? I can put them on the file on the I can pull them up online. Why are you sending me anything physical mail? Just trying to intimidate me. And right before I came on here, I got 2 calls from Alabama back to back. Hey, Drip Demeek. It's from Anonymous. Y'all didn't see her name on here? Y'all see the... All the paperwork is in on the system. So why are you sending me any fucking thing physically? And she keep doing that shit. It is no need for you to send me nothing physically. Hey, Tyra. Yeah. So I wanted to show y'all that. And then yesterday, this was kind of weird too. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Because it was like a couple years ago, it used to be this old lady that used to call me all the time. And she used to have the wrong number. And I think she used to be looking for her friend Janice. And she used to call my number. I guess her number was similar to mine. So she used to always call my number. So then, and I tell her, you had the wrong number. And she's like, oh, I was trying to call Janice, or whatever the case may be. So after a while, I started getting kind of concerned because I haven't heard from her in at least 5 years. So I don't know if she okay, or she just got the number programmed on her phone, or if Miss Janice is okay. Okay, because at this point, she used to call me at least like once a week. You know what I'm saying? And she was an older lady, like an old lady. So I used to be like, no, that's not Janice. This is me, whatever. And she was like, oh, baby, I'm sorry. And she used to always do it. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't heard from her in like 5 years. So, but I got this message yesterday. Okay. I'm going to show y'all how it went. Happy Easter. Wishing you a day filled with love, laughter, and lots of chocolate. So I said back to them, Happy Easter. And then I said, who is this? They said, this is Ling Ling. Isn't this Lisa's number? I said, no, ma'am. So she said, sorry, I accidentally sent the wrong number. Please forgive me for being a careless woman. I hope I didn't disturb your beautiful day. I said, oh, no problem at all. And still, happy Easter. So she says, thank you. You are a very kind friend. Nice to meet you. My name is Ling Ling. What's your name? I said, my name is Tay. She says, thank you for telling me your name. I am an Asian woman from Singapore, but I have lived in Los Angeles for 6 years. Where are you from? Now that's when it got a little weird. So I just kind of disconnected the contact and then say, y'all, I have learned my lesson because usually me and Ling Ling will be meeting up in Los Angeles at the casino right about now. Okay. By the end of this week. Because I would have been sitting there talking to Ling Ling and everything. But with these weirdos and shit like this, I can't fool with Ling Ling. Miss Mary, not Miss Ling Ling, want one of my wigs. Right, Maria, but I just don't. With these people now, like I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I can't interact with Ling Ling like I usually would because y'all, I'm just like that. And I don't know what the hell people always talking to me for. Airport, like people tell me their whole life stories in the airports everywhere. Like, and I just be talking to them. I'm like, girl, we gotta hang out. And that be it. Like, when I go to out of town and stuff, y'all know a lot of times I go out of town by myself. But when I'm there, I meet so many people. I be having their numbers and stuff to call them when I get back and all type of stuff. So I'm scared now to interact with Ling Ling because I don't know if they got the Ling Ling, if this one of the little fake text messages and all this stuff. So I'm not gonna interact with Ling Ling, y'all. I'm just gonna keep it moving. Yeah, love. I think that's what it is. I think I'm just approachable or something. But sometimes like guys be like, you look so mean, and I be like, I don't look mean or whatever. But even with guys, like they be so trusting of me, leaving me with money and all. They just really trust me like early on before like they really get to know me and stuff like that. I don't know if I have like a trusting face or something, but they be trusting me like a motherfucker. And I just be like, if I was one of them, like I could like rob this motherfucker, like I could do all type of stuff, but they just be trusting me, leave me in their houses and all type of stuff. So it just be, I don't know. Y'all, just to say I have a good heart. Okay. So let's move on, okay? Because I know y'all ain't here to hit it with bullshit. But okay, one other thing I wanted to bring up too is I know that the person that was in the case, the main person that that brought up the countersuit with Owen and Maurice, live court action from the court, right? Live court from action from the court, reporting from the court, and also the other person that started the GoFundMe was live in the court as well. Is it me or do anybody else find it strange that they wasn't talking about meeting for the first time? Or just both y'all were just in the court and y'all ain't say nothing to each other? That's strange. Because I would think that they will be talking about meeting each other for the first time, since both of them was live from the court reporting. Okay. Especially since the one that has the court case said that she had never met the person, that they have these tens of thousands of transactions, dollar transactions. So they never met the person in real life. So that's yeah, that there. But let's pull up these documents. Let me go to my Alicourt. I'm going to share my screen. So y'all can see that I'm getting these documents. You know what? Before I do the documents, I want to bring up let's pull up the attorney that's on that case, because some of y'all might need a good attorney. Okay. Some of y'all might need a good attorney. And this attorney looks like, per the GoFundMe, has been paid in excess of over $20,000, or at least $20,000 for these, the services. And I want to see what the what the shit's looking like. Okay, so let me pull this here up and see what the $20,000 get you with, Okay, so it's Karen Humphreys in Alabama. Okay, so this is her. She got 4 Google reviews. Let's see what's going on with the Google reviews. Okay. Nothing in recent years. Okay. Make sure y'all hitting that like button up in this mo. Okay. Make sure you're hitting the like button in this mo. Okay. 4 reviews. Okay. 5 years ago. Not Keisha Cole. Child. Karen does everything she can to help you with any legal issues you have. Okay. I appreciate all the support from Ms. Humphreys and her staff. They are awesome and very helpful, as well as able to figure out things when I was struggling to make sense of my personal situation. Okay. So, they haven't written a review for this lovely attorney. Okay. Let me see if this is her. So this is Miss Karen White Humphreys, criminal defense attorney, lawyer, okay, in Huntsville. This is what she specializes in: personal injury, criminal, bankruptcy, debt, general practice, slip and fall accidents. Okay. She's been licensed for 21 years. No misconduct found, unlike Saritha McNeil. Okay. Okay. Introduction. Karen Humphreys, attorney at law, is located in Huntsville and Birmingham, Alabama, providing representation for personal injury, bankruptcy, car accidents, family law, probate, criminal law, pardons, tax disputes, expungements, disputes, and general practice. Contact us today to schedule an appointment. Okay. 20 years of service. Okay. She was admitted into the Alabama court. It looks like 2023. This is what I find strange here. She has been a premier member since April 29th, 2024. That's just last year. Lawyers with longer memberships tend to have more experience, so we use the membership date to help prioritize lawyer listings on search pages. And it looks like they verified her credentials and everything with her membership May 6th, 2024. So it looks like this was done just in time for her to represent this case here with Own and Maurice Scott in Alabama. But she has 20 years of experience, 21 years of experience. Let's look at her website. Okay, pretty standard. Karen Humphreys. Let's see what's the little video.
The legal process can be intimidating. Don't navigate the legal waters on your own. For comprehensive legal counsel, make Karen Humphrey Attorney at Law your very first choice. Our team practices tax law, personal injury, criminal law, and bankruptcy law. You will know your rights and understand the best course of action to take in your unique situation. Your case deserves individual attention and evaluation that a large firm just can't provide. Call us to schedule your free initial consultation today.
They can provide services that a large firm just cannot provide. A large firm that may charge in excess of $20,000 for a case. Tax law, personal injury, criminal, bankruptcy. She has locations in Huntsville and Birmingham. Tax attorney, tax time. Let's look up old Sarita. Y'all see this here? Let's go to her page. Let's see what's going on here. Practice areas. Bankruptcy, taxes, family law, debt settlement, traffic matters, civil litigations, landlord-tenant disputes, criminal, estate planning. Much like Miss Humphreys. And look at her here looking like Soul Glow. McGruff. Take a bite out of crime. Here we go. Little standard raggedy websites for both of the ladies, but both of them, their main thing is tax law. Okay. Not equipped to be handling cases with big corporations like YouTube, Google, TikTok, and Own. Okay. None of those type of cases under their belts, but we digress. Let's go to Alacourt. Let me see here. Go back in here to Alacourt. Okay, let me pull up my stuff. Let me share this screen instead. Okay, we up here in Alacourt. Let me go to my Maurice cases. Okay. So again, one other comparison. This case here was started when Maurice filed this lawsuit, December 22nd, 2023. Okay. This when he had Anonymous, Black Titanic, Here for High Tea, and her husband on here. Okay. I'll show y'all the complaint another day. When I show it, because it's hilarious, okay? Where he's saying what was said on the why he's, you know, the stuff that he was saying that was defamation and stuff like that. It's hilarious, especially the one we're here for high tea, because he got he quoted what she was saying in the video, and she was like, "Why you came after me, ho?" And he got that shit in the court papers. It's hilarious, okay? I swear. And then we have here the case for Anonymous, that she is the plaintiff in. Now, she's the defendant in this case. Keep in mind the date, December 22nd, 2023, okay? And let me share this here. December 29th, 2023. Exactly 1 week to the day. 1 week to the day. I told y'all here, hey T from TV, no action, filed a complaint, all this stuff. December 29th. The GoFundMe was started March 4th, 2024 for, I think, $10,000. The goal was met and exceeded that by March 6th, 2024. And here we have action on this case that I am a defendant, named as a defendant in this case, but Anonymous Sarita McNeil is named as the plaintiff in this case, March 7th. March 7th is when she had money to send out process servers. See this? She's serving everybody. She paying to get everybody served. See all this? She's paying to get everybody served. Okay? March 7th. Paying to get everybody served. Okay? Where she get that money from? Well, anybody want to take a wild guess? We don't know. We just gonna assume. Okay? We just gonna assume. Wait, but I got some super chats in the chat. Let me get to them. Okay, let me see here. Super chats before we move on. So I'm gonna read some of these documents so y'all can see some of the similarities in the verbiage on these documents. We're gonna go through that really quick. You know, we ain't gonna be long, y'all. Okay, we're gonna show y'all the shit and how lawyers that has nothing to do with these, either of these, both of the cases, two separate cases, is saying the same damn thing, right? We gonna look at, we gonna go through it. Thank you, my Miss Bridget J, for the super chat. Over 20K, and she keeps losing. Is her last name T? Asking for an enemy. I'm just saying. And I told y'all about the legal stuff that happened last week, you know, with the updates in the cases. I told y'all I was not responding to these people. I requested for these people to leave me the fuck alone several times. Just leave me alone. Nobody didn't want to leave me the fuck alone. They wanted me in this lawsuit so bad that they misrepresented the facts and submitted to the court that Owente Talks summons had been returned executed to a Citgo Petroleum Corporation in Dallas, Texas. I have never worked a day in my life in Dallas, Texas. And I currently do not work at Citgo Petroleum Corporation. So I'm sorry to say that y'all might have to hold on if y'all want to put 5 on 10. Okay? Till a change together. Child, when they talk. Okay? Yes. Thank you, Marie, for the $2 super sticker. Okay? Because we outside today. Like I said, they wouldn't leave Owente Talk alone upon request. So now, Wente Talk is coming after these licenses here. Okay? Yeah, you're about to lose this shit for all of this unethical behavior. Barratry. Yeah, let me get you the money song.
All I really want to see is us. I don't really need a D, I need the. All a bad bitch need is us.
All the bad batch need is the money. Okay? Apparently, she's a bad batch because she need the money. She want the money. She don't give a fuck about the license. She don't give a fuck about the oath. Okay? You know what? We need to look up this because this is what, in my opinion, is being committed here. Let's pull it up here. I think it's called Barratry, if that's the way you pronounce it. Okay. Be good. Yes, I'm telling my side. I'm going to give updates. I'm going to talk about the crazies and things like that with these court documents and the scamming and scheming that I feel like has been going on. Y'all put the puzzle pieces together. I'm going to put the pieces out here. Y'all put the puzzle together. Okay? Y'all put the fucking puzzle together. And that's anybody that's on here that may have contributed to said GoFundMes. And if you feel like you have been fraudulently given to these GoFundMes, you have a right to file a complaint. Okay? I urge you guys to do that if you did give to the GoFundMe, to file a complaint, because is that excess of about $20,000. I think is that a felony? Is that a fucking felony? I think so. I think that's fraud, and I think that's in the felony range. Okay? Because I wasn't bothering anybody. I was minding my own motherfucking business. Right? I didn't want to file police reports on people. I didn't want to do that. I didn't care for the police department because I have to file every time somebody is harassing me or bullying me. I don't want to keep on calling the police and filing all this shit when I just simply asked for it to stop and you could have just stopped. I requested this humbly. I did cuss you out and request it as well. But I also asked humbly. It didn't happen. I told y'all, no reacting, reporting. And again, I'm going to say, reiterate what I did last Friday and what I said last Friday is that when somebody is on the internet and you don't know their name and they go off of their presumed names on the internet, whatever we call them, our fake names or whatever we call our names on the internet, like when Tay talk. If you didn't know that my real name was Natavia Garner, then you still file your police report because you are still being harassed and stalked and bullied. It doesn't matter if you don't know the person's real name. The police department will investigate and they will get the person's real name. And then they will proceed with the criminal cases and things like that. Okay? Even Uppity was brought into this mess with nuts. She didn't do anything. She was brought into this stuff. Being called a liar when she said people were related. That wasn't a lie. She wasn't lying. Yeah. Let me get the super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Bridget J, again for the super chat. Something smells tishy. Period. Let me get you the money song.
Tell them that it's a magic. Money, money, green, green, money's all I need. Money, money, green, green.
Yes, yes. I just want people to know that these things are serious. And if you file your reports, like I said, you can't engage with the people. You can't engage with the foolishness. You can't engage in anything that can be considered bullying or harassment or just a back and forth. You have to know. Just report them. Just report them. And let the law handle them. Let the law handle them. Okay? Because when somebody doing something criminal to me, I want criminal charges brought against them. Especially when they won't leave you the fuck alone. Okay? I'm not concerned about no money at that time. I want the criminal activity to fucking stop. Now, whether I seek some retribution for finances, that's to be determined. But at this point, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. So, yeah, make sure you guys, you report if somebody is cyberbullying you and stuff like that. Even if you don't know their name, the law will get their names. The law will get their things. The law will pull those pages and things like that and get that information from whatever platform they're on, whether it's Google, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, any of those things, the law will get that information. Your identity is not unknown from the law. They have whole task force for cyberbullying and things like that. So yeah, that part, okay? So let's get into this Barratry, y'all. So this is fraud or gross negligence. Oh, not this one right here. Okay, the law. What is this? What is this word? Vexatious, litigation, or incitement to it. Okay, let's go here. Oh, let me go back. Barratry. Okay, so I am pronouncing it correct. Okay, is a legal term that a common law described a criminal offense committed by people who are overly officious in instigating, in instigating or encouraging prosecution of groundless litigation, or who bring repeated or persistent acts of litigation for the, why can I open this? Okay, here we go. For the purpose of profit or harassment. Y'all see that? Barratry. Although it remains a crime in some jurisdictions, barratry has frequently been abolished as being, what is this, anachronistic or obsolete. If barratry litigation is deemed to be for the purpose of silencing critics, it is known as a strategic lawsuit against public participation, SLAP. Jurisdictions that otherwise have no barratry laws may have SLAP laws. Let me see here. So it don't look like Missouri has it. Okay, several jurisdictions in the United States have declared barratry in the sense of a frivolous, y'all know I can't say that word, frivolous or harassing litigant. This is a person bringing up lawsuits that have no motherfucking grounds, no fucking facts. It's the purpose to harass motherfuckers, intimidate motherfuckers, bully motherfuckers. To be a crime as part of their tort reform efforts. For example, in the United States of California, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Washington, barratry is a misdemeanor. In Texas, barratry is a misdemeanor for the first conviction, but a felony on subsequent convictions. Now, whether this is a law in Missouri or not, the stance is still the stance. This is what Saretha McNeil Anonymous is doing with these cases that she has, one, participated in as a plaintiff, and it looks like as a defendant as well. Okay, in my opinion, this is from my observation from looking at this bullshit. Okay. Thank you, Miss Deidre, for the $20 cash app. Let me get you the money song, ma'am. Thank you.
Check. All I really wanna see is us. I don't really need a D, I need us. All a bad bitch need is us.
Okay, and that's on P. All right. So this is a crime, but it's also against the ethics for lawyers, particularly lawyers. Okay. Let me pull this up again. Let me share this again 1 second. What is an example of barratry? Okay. An example of barratry is filing a suit on behalf of a client without the client's knowledge or permission, soliciting employment either by phone or in person. So that's like if you like ambulance chasers, that's considered barratry. Like, you know how they be at the hospital like kind of incognito. If they get caught, that's considered barratry, okay? Accepting payment in exchange for soliciting employment, paying case runners, okay, people that hang around the hospitals for hidden runs and shit like that come in and they hear about them in the emergency room, and then they call the lawyer up that, to come up to the hospital so they can get a first tag at the person. Paying or offering to pay victims or family members to solicit employment, okay? Not the sin, not Barratry being a sin. Barratry is the act of encouraging lawsuits between others in order to create legal business for one's personal gain and profit. Barratry is illegal in all U.S. states. Attorneys who are found guilty of Barratry will be subject to criminal punishment or discipline by the state bar. This is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. Okay? On top of the other unethical behavior, right? That we done already went through. Y'all got to watch, make sure this might have to be a little series. Okay? Maybe I should call it Operation Disbarment. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, or whatnot. Okay? Because we have a lot of content within this bullshit that's been going around YouTube for far too motherfucking long. And I told y'all in previous videos, these motherfuckers been fucking with me since I've been on this motherfucking internet on YouTube, setting the stage for this shit. Unbeknownst to my silly ass. I'm just thinking everybody is everybody, like Lean Lean. But okay, Kim I. Okay, Missouri. Okay, Missouri acknowledges slap as well. Okay, let me write that down. Oh yeah. Okay, I can get that to get down. Not season 1. Yes, season 1 episodes. So, cause we following this. Like I said, the bitch couldn't serve me, so she wanted to get me involved in this shit so bad. So here I am, fighting for my fucking life in this damn courtroom. Because she's trying to take all of the gas station funds from me. Why? Why? In order for her to stalk and harass and bully me, and I haven't done shit to this damn lady. Nothing but supported her. But I digress. Let's get back to these damn documents, okay? Because we're gonna, what were we looking up? Owns first, their last. Okay, and we still see here that no new amendment has been completed or submitted yet, as of yet. Okay. We're almost 1 week out. No new amendment has been completed. Remember the lady, what was her name? Ann Profiles or some shit came in the chat last week trying to gather old Wente talk. Talking about they have filed an amendment and I pulled it right on up. No amendment has been filed. Okay. So as you can see, the green areas are the areas where Wente Talk has purchased these documents. Okay, so here we are. We're going to look at, let's go back to these here. Docket motion. Okay, here we go. We're going to look at this one from January 10th. This is OWN's last motion to dismiss the third amended cross-claim. Okay? They have been dismissed off of this case 3 damn times previously until last week. They was dismissed for the 4th time. Okay? And if y'all want, like, look through here, like y'all see here, third amended cross complaint against OWN. 104 motherfucking pages. I wasn't buying that one. Okay? Because it's all repetitive bullshit. It's all just repetitive. They're not saying shit. Oh, y'all can't see it? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hello. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, I got it. Okay, can y'all see it now? I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so let me go back since I was running my mouth. Okay, so we had here where, you know, he filed the lawsuit 12/20/22, and the ones in green are the ones that I purchased. Okay, the documents that I purchased. Now they got 9 fucking pages. Okay, so this is the 9th page. Y'all see here, this is the last document that was shown. There has been no amended complaints yet. Okay, now I don't know if they can do another amended complaint, because that's why the judge set this court hearing for the 15th, because here we go. Let's go to page 8. Page 8, and we only got the third amended complaint right here on page 8. This is the third one that they did it. Third one. Okay? Right here, December 22nd. Should be getting ready for fucking Christmas and shit. But yet, nope. 104 fucking pages. 104 pages. Okay? Mind y'all, this is electronic. Okay? It's electronic. Like I said, I find it fishy that this lawyer is this high-priced lawyer, $20K, that they ain't got one damn win out this motherfucker, in my opinion. $20K, but this lawyer is supposed to be such high-powered attorney, yet they didn't put their credentials and things on and become a premium member on what do you call that site? Lawyer.com, but they've been practicing for over 20 years until April 29th. Okay. And y'all see here on the case, here we go with the case. Okay. Well, this case was out a week before Anonymous decided to sue another, the 8 content creators, Google, TikTok, and YouTube. And as I previously stated as well, that's almost like being struck by lightning twice. For you to be named in the lawsuit one Monday, and then the exact next Monday, you filing a lawsuit against somebody. All regarding YouTube stuff. It's I can't get over that coincidence, guys. Okay. And then we see here, let's go here. Because you see these transmittals and things like this. Okay. But here we have May 3rd is when they filed the cross complaint against Oprah and Maurice, the countersuit. See this? And then the attorney, around the same time, May 3rd, when her stuff get on there, they finally approved it on May 6th, but it was submitted just April 29th. All this in the same time. Why? Oh, yeah. Hello, Prosperity. Yeah, the GoFundMe for the loss of income, of no accountability. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here we go. So you guys see this right here. Now let me pull up. Now I'm going to go back to OWN's. Let me see. When was their third complaint? January 10th. Let me go to my purchases so I can go back to January the 10th. Okay. Okay. Let me pull that up. Let me share this tab instead. Y'all see the document? Let me see if it's on the screen. Okay. We got it on the screen. Okay. So y'all see here, this is the third-party defendant Oprah Winfrey Network, LLC's motion to dismiss Helen Griffin's third amended cross-claim. So when T from TV, I believe Empress as well, Tink Marche, all was accused of reporting false information about the dismissals, those were all true. Those dismissals were granted. Hence the reason for an amended cross-complaint. This right here tickled the fuck out of me. Okay. The first sentence. This marks cross-claim plaintiff Helen Griffin third bite at the apple. While her claims are characterized differently in this 103-page amended cross-claim, it is still the same apple. I'm just reading what they put in the court documents, guys. In other words, we're sick of y'all shit. Okay? OWN has had it. Okay? Taking this factual basis as true, the cross-claim still fails to state a claim. This is very important, everybody. Listen to this, okay? Taking this factual basis as true, the cross-claim still fails to state a claim upon which relief can be granted against Oprah Winfrey Network LLC owned because it is based solely on actions taken and statements made by Scott within this litigation, which is privileged under Alabama's litigation privilege. Furthermore, listen to this. Furthermore, even if such actions and statements are not privileged, the conduct forming the basis of her claims was the conduct of the plaintiff, Maurice Scott, not own. Why the fuck are you adding on to this shit when Maurice, for one, don't even work for fucking own? And also, too, a fucking real attorney would have been like, it's no basis for this fucking lawsuit. We don't have a claim to state against them. That too. Bless me. What are we doing here? You see this? Okay. Accordingly, pursuant to Alabama Rule of Civil Procedure. Hey, Ms. Rose. Oh, sorry, y'all. All moves to dismiss Griffin's third amended cross complaint against OWN for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. Third amended claim. The cross claim is due to be dismissed in its entirety for three reasons. First, Griffin failed to plead facts supporting any claims entitling her to relief under the theory that OWN is vicariously liable for Scott's conduct, or has responded superior liability because she fails to plead facts demonstrating that Mr. Scott is an employee or agent of OWN, or that his alleged misconduct occurred in the scope of that employment or agency relationship. So this is saying, one, you have not proved that this motherfucker works for us. Two, you have not proved that even if he did work for us, that the actions that he did was in the scope of his employment. You know how when you start a job or you at the job, it tells you, oh, congratulations, Miss Rose, you got a new grandbaby? I'm about to have one too. Maybe your grandson and my grandbaby can link up, okay? And have a little play date, Miss Rose. Congratulations. Hey, Scorpion Miss, thank you so much. And y'all, again, thank y'all for the support, okay? Thank y'all for the support. Y'all see I haven't been on here because, again, I have never been through this shit before with no crazy ass fucking women that's stalking, harassing, and bullying me. You know? I've only had to deal with men in my life stalking me, not women. And for what reason, I don't fucking know. I don't know what they want from me. Okay? So these things, like I said, y'all got to go back and watch those videos and all the stuff. When I'm showing my shit, when I'm talking about shit, I'm sharing my fucking screen. Sharing your screen with what? Fucking receipts. Not just running my fucking mouth talking shit on here. I'm showing y'all what is being done to me. This is documented proof of this harassment, bullying, and all of this shit. Documented proof. Okay? I showed y'all videos of motherfuckers coming to my home, taking pictures of my license plates, taking pictures of my home. The motherfucker said who he was hired by. was a private investigator hired by Sarita McNeil. Why the fuck are you taking pictures of my fucking license plate when you saying you need to serve me some papers? Okay? I showed y'all video of the motherfucker on my damn porch looking through my damn window. My door is faced like here. My door is faced sideways. So my window is right here. He was looking through my window. Okay? So again, this is serious shit. That's why I told y'all I had to report this shit to the law. This is serious shit. You don't know who it's who. You know what? Before I finish this, let me pull up a little. I want to pull up a case for y'all because okay. Let me share this. We'll get back to the documents. I just wanted to show y'all this right here. This is a very unfortunate incident, okay? Very unfortunate. Detroit man facing charges after allegedly pow-powing teen with autism who was lost. Okay? This is what happened to this young man. A Detroit man is now facing charges after allegedly pow-powing and injuring. He shot this boy in the back, an 18-year-old man with autism on April 9th. 2 weeks ago. This is 2 weeks ago, guys. 2 weeks ago. Less than 2 weeks ago. Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy announces charges Thursday against 47-year-old Robert Pugh. He has been charged with assault with intent to murder, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, carrying a weapon with unlawful intent, and 3 counts of felony firearm. According to the prosecutor's office, the victim took a picture of a home to help a relative locate him after he was mistakenly dropped off near Lenox Street and East Warren Avenue. And y'all know that's fucking like Baghdad. That shit is it's the east side of Detroit, East Warren. That shit is the baby. Okay? By a driving service. Officials say that when Pugh approached the victim and started pow-powing at him when he began to walk away, the victim was pow-powed in the lower back and was transported to a local hospital. So this is what happened. The young man was, I think, coming from a doctor's appointment or something via Lyft. And the Lyft driver dropped him off at a location on the east side and not like in River Rouge or I think he lived in either River Rouge or Ecorse, which is like a little sub part of Detroit in the southwest part of the city. And they dropped him off in the wrong on the east side. And he called his sister because he's autistic. So he didn't know what Miss Mary I'm taking that envelope to the police station. He didn't know. I'm calling the detective and getting the envelope to the police. He didn't know where he was at, so he panicked and he called his sister. So she was like, where you at? He didn't know where he was at. He didn't know anything. And on the east side, it's like one house per fucking block and the rest of them is vacant and shit like that. So she said, well, take a picture of some, take a picture of one of the houses or something so I can at least try to pinpoint where you at or something like that. And that's what he did. And the guy seen him taking pictures of the house. Oh, hey, Caramel, really in the chat, y'all. And the guy seen him taking pictures of the house and grabbed him up, and the sister was like, he was like, I'm lost. And they was like, why the fuck you taking pictures of my house? Why are you taking pictures of my house? And he was like, I'm lost. Like, he's scared. Like, he terrified. And so she like, I gotta call 911. I gotta call 911 because I don't know where the fuck he at, whatever. And she said, he was saying, I'll delete the phone. I'll delete the picture. And whatever way he got away from them and started running, and they pow-powed him in the back. 18 years old with autism, trying to graduate from high school this year. You see, that's why I got it in that bag, Miss Mary, because I don't know what this crazy ass motherfucker got going on. But yes, they pow-powed him. And then Denham was just telling me about a story here in Detroit where the guys was on he came on somebody's Ring camera. The guy had got beat up and stuff like that and robbed and all this stuff. Came putting on somebody's Ring camera. And the guy was like, get the fuck off my porch. And he like, please, I just got robbed and this and that. I need you to call the police. He was like, get the fuck off of my porch before your day get worse. He like, man, I ain't on no bullshit. Please just call the police or da. Can you, they just robbed me. They beat me up. All this. He was like, get the fuck off of my porch before your fucking day get worse. So I showed y'all the motherfucker coming to the side of my fucking house, taking pictures of my license plate. What if one of my neighbors would have seen his motherfucking ass and capped his ass? Like, what the fuck you doing back there? I told y'all it was the person that almost got capped too on my fucking porch. But turns out the person was disabled. I was like, get the fuck off of my porch. Because when I looked at my camera, they were coming up and it looked like they were trying to hide their face, but she was disabled. I'll get the fuck off of my fucking porch. I had to call the police and everything. Had Cookie Daddy out there and everything. He was like, girl, this is a goddamn disabled motherfucking lady. When I tell you that... Y'all, I have to laugh to keep from fucking crying. Oh my God, these people are insane. Insane, y'all. Fucking sane. You can't sleep because you don't know who the fuck these motherfuckers got coming around. I didn't know that lady needed help. And you can't be opening your door for motherfuckers you don't know. They'll try to run up in your shit. Get the fuck on. Get some help from somebody. Like, you can't do it. But I digress. Let's get back to the court documents, y'all. Okay, we're back here. So, where would I stop at? Right here. Okay, right here. The second reason, Griffin failed to state a claim upon which relief can be granted against OWN because the predicate acts and misconduct Underlining each of her claims are acts of plaintiff Maurice Scott that falls within the litigation privilege. So this is what this is saying. So y'all know that, hold on. Sorry about that. So this right here, this is saying that, you know, it was claims that Maurice had obtained the defendants, the four defendants information illegally. Per these documents, he did not. He filed them how he was supposed to. Unlike Anonymous, who did not follow the proper fucking channels of getting the defendants that she wanted to sue information properly, because if she had, she would have the people's proper information on her lawsuit and not people that don't know who the fuck or what the fuck she even talking about. He subpoenaed Google for their information for the channels that he put in there and for anonymous information. Okay? And again, if that illegal action had happened, why? Anonymous is an attorney. She knows the proper steps that he's supposed to take. She's on this lawsuit. If he obtained their information illegally, the way that she's on our ass about this bullshit, why wouldn't she be on his ass about that shit in fucking court? Why hasn't there been any fucking complaints made to his fucking law license? He a new attorney too. So all those, and this $20,000 attorney would be filing those type of charges as well. Complaints with the bar. The chief disciplinary counsel of misconduct. Okay? Filing those things with them if he did that. Because that's he not supposed to be fucking doing that. That's unethical behavior. So the things, again, that they're accusing other people of, that's what she's doing. Anonymous. Because had she subpoenaed Google for our information, all the people that she had on her complaint their information would be correct. And not people on there filing the shit that's saying that it's mistaken identity. And they don't know who the fuck these people is or what the hell they got going on. Okay? So here we go. Third, Griffin failed to plead facts supporting any claims entitling her to relief under the theory that OWN is individually liable because she failed to allege facts demonstrating that OWN individually engaged in any actionable misconduct. Okay? Failed to state a claim. Okay? This is baloney. Baloney. Okay, they give background, all of this stuff. So let me go down to the conclusion. Let me read this. Pursuant to Alabama Rule of Civil Procedure, the circumstances constituting a claim for fraud must be stated with particularity. The Alabama Supreme Court addressed the pleadings requirement for a fraud claim as follows. In all averments of fraud or mistake, the circumstances constituting fraud or mistake shall be stated with particularity. Malice, intent, knowledge, and other conditions of mind of a person may be averred generally. The purpose of this rule is to give fair notice to the opposing party. Here, Griffin failed to show the time, place, contents, or substance of the false misrepresentation, the facts misrepresented, and what own obtained by any alleged fraud. Griffin's summary of the alleged misconduct underlining her claims contains no allegations of the time or contents of the purported misrepresentations made to Griffin. Moreover, Griffin failed to allege what facts were misrepresented to her, or whether Scott or Owen knew of the falsity of the representations. Lastly, Griffin failed to acknowledge the result of any purported misrepresentation. In short, Griffin's cross-claim fails to give Owens fair notice of the fraudulent statement or acts complained of, and Griffin's fraud claim is thus due to be dismissed with prejudice. They also put in here that it's like they're not stating like what. Thank you, Marcella, for the Cash App. Child, not the Cash App. Wait, is that you, Marcella, with your last name? And I'm not sending it back. So you send it back. We can't know what it's all.
Tell them that it's a magic. Money, money, green, green, money's all I need. Money, money, green, green.
All right, thank you, child. $25. All right, period. So it's saying that these, like, again, just like in Anonymous's complaint with us, like she's just throwing out allegations with no motherfucking damn facts to back it up. No fucking proof of these allegations, nothing, just saying it. They're doxing me, they're harassing me, they're stalking me. And I know for 100% fact that I never doxed her ass. I never stalked her motherfucking ass. I never harassed her. I never made terroristic threats to her. Like, she's just throwing these things out again, being these are defamatory statements that they're making in these court documents. Okay? Accusing these people of doing all this shit that you're not even backing up with no motherfucking damn proof. Here's something else. Look at this. Griffin has no private cause of action for witness tampering against Owen. Furthermore, she provided no case number for this. Y'all hear this? Furthermore, she provided no case number for this alleged criminal proceedings. Pled no facts demonstrating that Owen attempted to induce a witness to testify falsely or withhold testimony, and did not identify any actions that Owen took individually to tamper with a witness. She only alleged that Scott had subpoenas, duces tectum, issued from the court in this litigation. This right here, this last sentence, it shows that he had subpoenas to get their information. Which is not illegal. A new flair to the facts added for the first time in, not a new flair, added to the facts for the first time in Griffin's third amended complaint is that the subpoenas issued by Scott in this litigation were actually used in conspiracy with OWN in an attempt to tamper with Griffin as a witness and victim of an alleged crime. Third amended cross claim. She contends that this cause of action exists under Alabama's code section, whatever. This provision of Alabama's criminal code provides that a person commits the crime of tampering with a witness if he attempts to induce a witness or a person he believes will be called as a witness in any official proceedings to 1, testify falsely or unlawfully withhold testimony, or 2, absent himself from any officially proceedings to which he has been legally summoned. This code establishes a misdemeanor. This section from the criminal code does not create or establish a private civil cause of action. So it's no thing is no fucking witness tampering in a fucking damn civil case for a civil case that they haven't even had any witnesses yet. And she hasn't even been called as a witness to tamper with shit. Conclusion: for these reasons, OWN respectfully request that the court dismiss Helen Griffin's third amended cross-claim in its entirety with prejudice. Dated January 10th, 2025. Okay? So y'all see here, this was their request. The request was for this reason, OWN respectfully request that the court dismiss Helen Griffin's third amended cross claim in its entirety with prejudice. So, in my opinion, from what I'm reading, this means that they requested to have the entire cross claim dismissed in its entirety, not just take them off of it, but to dismiss the whole fucking cross claim with prejudice. Okay? And this motion here, after they submitted a response to this, and that's when the judge issued the date for the hearing. Bring your asses to court April 15th so we can duke this out in court for the 18th motherfucking time. Okay? So you can hear me say this shit is dismissed. Do not bring this shit back to me, motherfucker. It's done. So y'all see here. Request that the court dismiss Helen Griffin's third amended cross-claim in its entirety with prejudice. Okay? Now let me go back to the document so I can go to back here to my purchases. So okay, here we go. 15th. I need to order. Oh, that's not the order. 1 second, guys. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up because it got here for Hati and her husband's real name, and I'm not gonna show those out of respect. Okay, for people's stuff, you know, even though people blasted our shit over there on their channel, I won't do the same. Okay. Order. Okay. This cause came before the court on April 15th for a hearing on various pending motions and responses thereto. Having considered the arguments and representations of counsel, and after due consideration of all relevant and applicable law, it is ordered, adjudged, and decreed by the court as follows. 1, the plaintiff/counter defendant's motion for judgment on the pleadings and fees and costs under the Alabama Litigation Accountability Act filed on January the 6th, 2025 is hereby denied. Please go sit down. Okay. This for Maurice called itself trying to ask for a judgment for some damn pleadings and fees. Okay. Maria, I don't know if her husband was on there because I don't know if her channel was, if the channel had both of their names on it, like when he subpoenaed Google for, because that's the only way I can see his name being on there, because he wasn't saying shit in her thing or whatever. But if the channel is in both of their names, then that could be the reason why his name was on there already. But as you guys can see, it was also said that Maurice was thinking about putting her husband on there or other content creators, when in fact her husband has been on there from the beginning. How they would know what Maurice was thinking about, I don't know. Okay. But I digress. Let's move on. Okay, so Maurice will not get any motherfucking fees. Okay, denied. 2, Helen Griffin's motion for this court to enter, y'all listen to this, default judgment. Who's the queen of default judgments? Against Scott without delay, filed on January the 7th, 2025, is hereby also denied. Okay, so there will be no defaults, which let's move on. 3rd, the third-party defendant, Oprah Winfrey Network, LLC's motion to dismiss Helen Griffin's 3rd amended cross-claim filed on January the 10th, which I just showed you, is hereby granted. Okay? So what that means is that she cannot get a default judgment for him because, for one, they're dismissing that entire cross claim. And that's what I get, not disbanded. So it looks like Maurice will still be in court fighting Anonymous, who added her motherfucking self to the lawsuit, so he ain't have to serve her, and Helen Griffin. Okay, y'all see this? That the motion that was filed on January 10th, 2025 is granted, hereby granted, done this 15th day of April 2025. And I told you guys that here is the request here. Request for the court to dismiss Helen Griffin's 3rd cross claim in its entirety with prejudice. And we have here that request was granted. They referred to the request from January the 10th. That was the request on January the 10th that was granted, dated January the 10th. Nothing was ever filed against CK. Nothing has ever been filed against CK, which, again, when Maurice did that Instagram live, he said that he consulted with Carlos. So these things that you're saying that On was doing and making Maurice do, that could have very well been Kingdom Reign. Because Maurice said out of his own fucking mouth that he consulted with Carlos about this situation. So that right there could prove that, or what could show some type that whatever his actions were that they're claiming, the alleged actions that he's claiming, could very well be said that 7th Avenue could very well be said that his employer directed him to do these things because he gave him advice and he followed it. So it might not be, too out of the scope for his employer to tell him to do something else, and he followed that with the witness tampering, the allegations, and it's a plot in here. They claim that they was trying to set them up. Let me see if I can find that in here. Let me see here. This might be the part. The basic factor shows errors on Scott's daily life and the scope of his employment, and that On must have coached Scott to file the actions as On's attorney, but she did not plead any facts to establish that Scott's actions were in fact on behalf of On or in furtherance of On's business. While stated as fact, Griffin includes extensive detailed speculations as to why Scott filed his lawsuit. She concludes that it must be a conspiracy, a revenge campaign. Who words is that? Anonymous? Revenge campaign, smear campaign. When On's sole goal is to capture and brutalize Griffin without touching her physically. Yet, while Griffin theories and perceptions of why Scott filed his lawsuit have evolved, you see that? Like they just adding shit on, it don't make no fucking sense. Motivations behind Scott's lawsuit still do not create a basis for the civil cause of action provided here against On. No matter why the fuck he filed his lawsuit, he might be in doing Barratry. Okay? Both of them, Anonymous is an attorney. Karen Humphreys and got paid damn $20K allegedly. Okay. Not the glasses. Paulette, get out there. Like, again, just throwing out stuff. But let's move on to the case with Anonymous really quick. And we about to wrap this shit up, okay? About to wrap this shit up. Let me go to here we go. Okay, let me share this tab. Okay, we have this complaint. Y'all see there? December 29, 2023. Action, March 7, 2024. All right. The GoFundMe money had to make your goal been met. Okay. So let's go here. This is the one I'm going to read y'all tomorrow, but let's go to this one right here. This one just came in today. I'm going to read this one just because this one has some of the stuff in there too that the previous documents also have, but let's just go with this one. Reply in support of defendants Moore's proposed motion to dismiss. Now, I told y'all defendant Felicia Moore is not drop the mic. This lady has been put on here. She is innocent. This is not drop the mic that she's added to this fucking lawsuit and has her name spewed all over the internet as drop the mic, and that's not even fucking drop the mic. I showed y'all the documents where Felicia Moore's attorney submitted information, documents for a motion to dismiss her off of his for a mistaken identity. She do not know these motherfuckers. Okay. Discussion here. Let's go here. Defendant Felicia Moore, buying through her counsel, replies in support of her proposed motion to dismiss and state as follows. Discussion. Plaintiff has failed. Remember, I told y'all to listen for these words. Plaintiff has failed to state a claim against defendant Moore. In plaintiff's response, didn't I show y'all just in the other case? What did OWN say? Griffin failed to state a claim for which relief can be granted. They tried to dox Didum. Knew that wasn't Didum damn name. She knows Didum's real name. Okay? So let's move on. She's told people's Didum's real name. Okay? Now here. Y'all don't find that odd that these attorneys, this case right here don't have shit to do with the people. But I told y'all I was contacting her lawyer, which happened today. They wasn't in the office when I called. I did call pretty late because I forgot. I told you I was gonna call Friday, but that was Good Friday. I mean Thursday, but it's Good Friday. So I called today kind of late. It slipped my mind. I'm working today. So hopefully they will call me back tomorrow and I'll have an update because I'm telling this lady's lawyer everything that I feel like Anonymous is doing and what her wicked plan is, from my opinion. Okay? She can take with it what she may. Okay? But this is the same verbiage from OWN. Plaintiff has failed to state a claim against defendant Moore. In plaintiff's response to defendant's motion to dismiss, plaintiff did not and could not explain how defendant violated the Federal Trade Commission Act despite alleging a violation in the complaint. What the fuck do the Federal Trade Commission Act got to do with us? The Federal Trade Commission Act does not create a private right of action. The court should dismiss plaintiff's claim against defendant to the exact extent they rely on the Federal Trade Commission Act. Additionally, plaintiff did not and could not explain in her response how defendant violated the Consumer Protection Act of 1986. And guys, just a FYI, we might do it on another day, but we go to the counter complaint for Griffin's complaint for Own and Maurice, the countersuit. Some of these same things are in there. Some of these same complaints are in there. Okay? Some of the same stuff is in there. What is the common fucking denominator in these two cases? Sarita McNeil, anonymous. She even edited herself in the case with Maurice that was filed 1 week before she filed her lawsuit. Verbiage the same. Verbiage is the same. Okay? Which appears to be a law from India. The Consumer Protection Act of 1986, which appears to be a law from India, despite alleging a violation in the complaint. This, again, this is them saying, bitch, again, you're making these allegations, you're making this complaint against these people, yet you have not even said how the fuck they done damn violated this shit. Ain't submitted not one iota of proof of the violation. Just your fucking speculation in your fucking mind, which is what one of the things that I put in my complaint to the court and to the fucking OCDC in Missouri. The Office of Chief Disciplinary Counsel. Thank you, T-Ron, for the $5 cash app. Let me get you the money, son. Thank you.
Tell them that it's a Najee. Money, money, green, green. Money's all I need. Money, money, green, green.
Okay? So y'all see this shit. A plot from the beginning. This lawyer for this lady in a whole nother case don't have nothing to do with nothing. Saying the same thing. Failed to state a claim. Oh, failed to state a claim. All you're doing is throwing out baseless accusations. And then on the fucking internet, talking about some, y'all winning something. This is a GoFundMe damn nightmare. This is about 20K down the drain from people. And what relief have they received? What money have they received? Because again, Maurice ain't got shit for them. But he off the thing too, per his documents. From my understanding, documents, he's off as well because they requested to have the shit dismissed in its entirety. And we see still to this day, April 21st, when it was claimed that they were going to file another amended claim, the judge was giving them a chance to do an amended claim. That judge sick of their asses. Fucking filing this shit, 1,800 pages. Next one, 2,000 pages. Next one, 18,000 pages. The judge like, what the fuck is going on? Get out. Get out of my damn courtroom. But I digress. Y'all can listen to people, whatever they call them. Miss Mary, at this point, like I said, I don't care what they call me on this internet. Okay? Scooby-Doo in the gang. I'm talking about all this shit. And to my fucking heart's content. I'm talking about this case because y'all wanted me to talk about this shit. Y'all wanted me on this shit so bad that you fucking damn perjured yourself to say you fucking served me. So this is the result of that. Any further criminal activity, bullying, harassment, cyber stalking, and all of those things will be handled by DPD, Detroit Police Department. Okay? Not by when Tay talk. So tread lightly, get yourself together, because you or any of your agents want to do any of this harassment, bullying, stalking. There will be reported, and your ass can be included in it. And another thing too is that thank you, Miss Beverly, for the $10 cash out, baby. Let's go. Let me give you a little money song, child.
All I really wanna see is the. I don't really need a D, I need the. All a bad bitch need is the.
When Tay talk will prevail. Oh, thank you, Sean, for the $10 cash out. Thank y'all. Let me give you the money song, child, too.
Tell them that it's a magic. Money, money, green, green. Money's all I need. Money, money, green, green.
Yes. I'm not, and this right here is not considering bully or anything. I'm on here reading documents from the case that I'm involved in. Okay? That a motherfucker wanted to fraudulently add me in this motherfucker. Okay? So you wanted it, you got it. So I'm talking about it, and I'm going to talk about it until this shit prevails. Until when Tay talk prevails. Okay? Any updates with the judge filed on any of the motions yet? I will be back on here. I'm going to be back too for what the shit that PBE fucking dropped today, because that shit damn near 50 fucking pages. I got to go through that and see what the hell all that's about, because it looked like she done added 2 more people to the shit. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it. I'm getting just a public service fucking announcement. Okay? Public service announcement. I'm talking about these cases. I'm talking about the similarities until the damn cows come home. Okay? I don't want to hear shit in my fucking comment. Please stop, Tay. Just stop it. Stop what? Stop what? Because when a motherfucker was riding my motherfucking ass, terrorizing the fuck out of me on a fucking daily fucking basis, I didn't see y'all motherfuckers over there. Stop. Leave her alone. Stop. Just stop. What? Okay. Let's stop. Just stop. Just stop. I ain't seen none of that shit. All I seen was rooting that shit the fuck on. But let's see if them same motherfuckers gonna root these motherfuckers on when they in fucking court with these criminal fucking charges. Let's see about that shit. Let's see that. Okay? So I don't want to hear shit about Tay dragging shit on. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Because when Tay Talk said last motherfucking year, damn near 8-9 fucking months ago, to leave me the fuck alone. I don't like doing all this shit. I don't like to be fucking bothered. I don't like fucking having to make police reports. I don't like having to fucking file reports with the OC fucking DC. I don't like having to look up all this motherfucking shit. But when you fuck with me, I gotta do what the fuck I gotta do to get your motherfucking ass off my ass, because you ain't my fucking man. Okay? So miss me with the let it go, leave it alone bullshit. I let it go. And it's in the hands of the law. But for me, this my common fucking Terry. This is my content. Reading court documents like I was doing with Dusty, like I was doing with Martell, like I was doing with whoever the fuck else. With Ken, with whoever. Just so happened I'm in this shit. So I can read what the fuck I want to read. And as long as I pay for the shit, I'm going to read what the fuck I want to read. If you don't want to hear the shit, scare your ass on around somewhere else into another motherfucking channel. But until then, I'm reading this shit. I'm reading every fucking thing the motherfucker submit on this bitch that I feel like's relevant, that y'all need to fucking hear about, to hear how these motherfuckers have been damn terrorizing me and on my fucking ass, stalking me, harassing me, bullying me, and fucking damn near doxing my ass, putting my fucking information out here on these fucking streets for y'all fucking lunatics to fucking come to my fucking house, and I don't know who the fuck these motherfuckers is. When you gotta go through that shit, then you tell a motherfucker to leave it alone, and when you gonna leave it the fuck alone? I'll leave the shit alone. Like I said, as long as a motherfucker been terrorizing my ass, motherfuckers weren't saying shit. So I don't want to hear none of that whine, boo-boo shit. None of that shit. Because everything I fucking do, I'm going to make sure, one, that I'm within YouTube guidelines and following their fucking community guidelines. Two, I'm going to make sure it's within the fucking law. Because I, myself, has too much to fucking lose to be letting the motherfucking low-down, dirty, gutter-snipe-ass motherfuckers that ain't got shit don't fuck with me to try to make me lose what the fuck I done worked for in my motherfucking life. Because you don't give a fuck about what the fuck you done worked for, it don't mean I'm the fucking same way. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I value what the fuck I work for. And you not about to get shit that I fucking work for. Sitting around this fucking internet causing these motherfucking situations so you can try to sue motherfuckers. No. No. Fucking no. Not on my fucking watch. You ain't getting a fucking dime for me. Default, asphalt, none of that shit. Now, any more fucking questions? I'm just playing. Look at me to turn this to a little monster. I'm just playing. But no, I don't understand. Like, people, they stop. Tell you just carry this up. Tell you just do. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You can waste your fucking time in the fucking chat if you want to in the comment section and get your ass blocked if you fucking want to. But I told y'all what I was gonna do. If you in my fucking comments with that bullshit, y'all see who in the comment section. So yeah. Okay. So be careful because you can get added to a police report too. Okay. DPD don't mind. They already got me in the fucking system. I'm a victim already. I'm a fucking victim already. And this shit has gone on for too motherfucking long. So you think that them looking up another IP address is gonna matter? No. It's not. You can be added too. So come with the shits if you fucking want to. Okay? Motherfuckers say they know the law, they know the FBI, they know the CIA, and all that shit. You better act like it, motherfucker. You better act like it. Call in some favors. Because I'm reporting every fucking thing. That's right, D Brown. When Tay Talk is the choice versus everybody, period. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I begged. I begged. Leave me alone. Leave the people that fuck with me alone. Leave us all alone. Just leave us alone. It didn't happen. It did not happen. Until last week. Motherfuckers don't believe fat meat is greasy. Then they want to retreat. The damage has been done. So again, y'all, we here on Google. We here on internet. You think the police can't pull up all this shit you done fucking done? I don't give a fuck what you delete. They can pull up everything I don't fucking put on this bitch. Especially when you trying to call yourself suing Google, TikTok, and YouTube too. Why the fuck would you pull a bunch of fucking scoundrels from damn YouTube to try to sue for $10 million? And then be spewing this shit out to have other content creators spewing this shit out as if you legitimately about to get $10 million from us. Y'all, that's it. I said I was gonna be on here for a damn hour. Here y'all go again with this. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for the cash apps and super chats. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I gotta go. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Gossip Girls. Y'all get on Brownie them so they can come on and we can do Gossip Girls. And see what we got popping for tomorrow. All right, y'all. I love y'all and thank y'all again for all of y'all support.